Hi class, welcome to week 3. So as always, when you first get into Blackboard, make sure you check the announcements and see if there's any sort of new information in there. I believe recently I have posted the recording from our Adobe Connect class, and I also posted a link about how to find instructor feedback, because I know sometimes students don't always know how, and here in Blackboard with Crocodoc, it's a little bit challenging, so that link will help you to see how to find instructor feedback within the documents and where the feedback is located. So make sure you review that. If you click on the Week 3 tab, you'll come to our folder, and once again, you can look at the week at a glance. If you would like to receive a little bit of an introduction about what we're covering, the course learning objectives for the week that are tied into the assignments, and the assignments, we're going to be looking at chapters 4 and 5, and in the DSM-5, pages 19 through 24. This reviews how the DSM is set up and how to utilize the DSM. And then there's several additional reading materials. You have your discussion board, which is a 2-week discussion board, and we'll talk about it again in a little bit, and a reminder to work on your child abuse training that is due in week 5, as well as your final assignment that's due at the end of the class. And then there's quiz 3. So if we go back to our week 3 page, you'll see those assignments that I'd listed. So the ungraded work. Just remember to work on the child abuse training that's due in week 5. And then the graded work with quiz 3 and participation. Your discussion board is part of what's graded throughout the next couple weeks. So with that being said, since it's a 2-week board, these assignments do take a little bit more time than the 1-week boards, but also hopefully this will give you a bit of time to think about some of those bigger projects with the PowerPoint and the final assignment, and maybe have some ability over the next 2 weeks to work on that. And if you go into the course materials, the chapters are not listed. Hopefully you've received your textbook by now, but we have the PowerPoints and then the SLAP DIRT assessment, which is assessing suicidality. So make sure you review those documents. Back down to the main overview of week 3. In the assignments tab, you will find the discussion board. And once again, you have 2 weeks to complete this. You're going to choose 2 items from 1 through 6 that you are going to complete over these next 2 weeks. It does ask for you to make sure that you're finished with picking both these items before posting your initial response. Make sure that you post links if your item has links, or if you've created a document, make sure you post that as well, and the citation. So again, the note here says your responses to your classmates must be on threads where students selected a different assignment. So if you decided to do assignment number 1, you're then going to look, when you're looking at your peers and any of them that had the videos, those aren't going to be the ones that you're going to reply to, okay? Or if you decided to do number 4 and you notice that someone created a PowerPoint or a Prezi or a photo essay, those aren't going to be the links that you reply to. So you need to find two different topics, and there's 6 of them, so hopefully you'll be able to. Initial responses are due Friday by midnight on week 3, and then follow-up responses are due Sunday by midnight on week 4. You respond to at least 3 peers to receive full credit. And then there's quiz 3 and the link. Besides that, you have your activities folder. There's a video. There is a screening tool resource that has a bunch of free tools, free assessments that you can utilize. We'll talk about this a little bit in our meeting on Wednesday. The How to Interview a Child document was listed in week 2 as well, so that might look familiar to you. And then a link for assessment of child abuse as well. It talks about various questions that you can ask. It's a very helpful link. And the last thing that you will see in week 3 is our Adobe Connect meeting that we have this coming Wednesday from 6 to 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and there's a link to the classroom. So make sure that you are working ahead so that at the end of the week you're not overwhelmed. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you this coming Wednesday. I'm going to be working on grading the discussion forums as early as I'm able to. Hopefully you finished your child abuse training, as those were the main assignments from last week. Thanks, and I'll see you soon.